it's the mature sons that walk into the inheritance.
That's good.
In Galatians chapter 4, he starts out with saying that the child heir and the servant have no variance. Even though the child heir has the inheritance, he doesn't enjoy the inheritance.
Right.
But later in the chapter it says, but at the appointed time, the Father sent the Son. And I think, the reason we haven't enjoyed the inheritance, which I think is twofold, it's us being able to live out everything that Jesus died to give us. And second of all, I think it is being the light of the world. I think that's the second part of our call. It's to enjoy. But we have lacked the maturity. The word that he uses for son, child heir, is the word nepios, which means an infant.
Okay.
But then the release is the word weos, which is a mature son.
Wow.
And the Father, I think, is walking us through the stages from a nepios to a padion, which is a toddler, and then to a teknon, which would be likened to a teenager, and finally then to a weos.
Yeah.
So we haven't come into that place. We're coming into it of the release, which is what you're saying.
Yeah.
When you were in the elevator and the Father said that to you, that was a point of release.
Yes.
All right. That's when he said, no, you are the man that I see you as. And so you begin to see you like he sees you, which is the key to the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what union is about, is seeing ourselves from his perspective, seeing ourselves from our eyes, from his eyes to how we actually are. And that becomes our identity. That's the identity that we have. And I think as we come through this process of maturity, and we're getting there, we're really close, and some are pushed into it, that we're starting to enjoy the inheritance.